Hello dear students, I am م.اسماعیل, a physics teacher at Typical English School. Dear students, I will solve some mini-style questions for you to the year 2025 first round. At the beginnings, I will solve question 2. This question 2 is about of chapter 1. A car moves along a circular track with average angular speed of 628 rad per second. This amount we have to detect. This amount is the angular speed according it is units. Omega equals to 0.628 rad per second. After that, what's the angular displacement of the car in 10 seconds? This means that we have to find angular displacement of the car, but in time of delta t equals to 10 seconds. Okay. According to the information, we have to write the main rule of angular speed. Angular speed equals to theta over t. Okay. When we want to find delta theta, equals to omega times t. Omega, average times time interval. The amount of omega is 0.628 times t and equals to 6.28. What's the mean unit of theta in rad? Okay, but we know that this amount is correct according to find delta theta. Okay, but we have to convert this amount or this value of theta to rev. Therefore, we can write theta in rev, okay, equals to theta in rad divide by 2 pi. Okay, case 0.28 equals 2 pi. 2 pi with 2 pi is cancelled with each other, and the final result is equals to 1 rev. The correct answer of this question is 1 rev. When you write 6.28, it's wrong because the choice or the selection of the question is rev. We have to convert to rev, and the correct answer is 1 rev. Thank you. After that, I will solve question 3 is about of chapter 3. Sorry, chapter 1. Which of the following is the unit of constant of universal gravitation? Which of the following units is the unit of universal constant gravitation? Okay. Universal gravitation is G capital equals to 6.7 times 10 power to minus 11. Okay, Newton dot meter square per kilogram square, with according to its main rule. Why? Because we know that Fg equals to G capital M1 times M2 over R square. Okay, when we to find G capital equals to M1 times M2 is transferred to denominator Fg times R square. We know that the unit of Fg weight equals to Newton. The unit of distance is meter, but R square we can write meter square over. So the unit of kilo mass is kilogram, but we have 2 mass. We have to write kilogram square because of the main unit of constant universal gravitation is Newton meter square per kilogram square. We can choose selection B. Thank you. After that, I will solve question 4. Question 4 is about of chapter 1. Which of the following changes the velocity of a car? When a car is moved on a circular track, okay, some factors causes to decrease velocity of the car. For example, when we have a car, it moves on a circular track. So each circle have a certain center. So the distance between the center and the edge of the circle is called a radius. But this question, okay, requires to us which of the following changes, okay, the velocity of the car. The velocity or this car can, or the driver can change velocity of the car in 3 different ways. By using braking, it's correct, okay? By using gas pedal, it's correct. So by using steering wheel, it's correct. We can say selection A, selection C, and selection B are correct because we can choose selection D. All of them are correct. Thank you. Okay. After that, I'll solve question 5. It's about chapter 1. A car moves at 15 meters per second on a flat surface. This amount is very important. Okay? This amount is very important. Okay. This amount is Vt because each linear velocity on a circular trace becomes tangential velocity. Okay. In a circle with a radius of 25 meters, this amount of radius R. What's the most direct cause of car centripetal acceleration? Which of the following it causes to create or to make centripetal acceleration? The rectilinear of the car, the force of friction between the road and the tire, the motion of the car with constant velocity, the normal force between the tire and the car. According to these options, option B is correct. Why? Because the source of centripetal force or acceleration just will produce between the friction force between the road and the tire of the car. The force of friction between the road and the car, so that we can select selection B. Thank you. Okay, after that I will solve question 6. Question 6. All points on a disk rotating around a fixed axis have the same. Dear student, this question is not about chapter 1, it's about chapter 2. Which of the following is correct? Or when an object is rotated about axis, all points have the same. This word is very important. Have the same. Tangential axis speed, it's incorrect. Angular speed is correct. Why? Because when an object is rotated about axis, all different points on the surface of the object have the same of angular speed, angular displacement, and angular acceleration. Angular speed is correct. Tangential acceleration, it's incorrect because have different of tangential speed. Both A and B are correct. This selection is not correct. Why? Because selection B is correct and selection A is incorrect. You can't select D, selection D. The correct answer is selection B. Angular speed have the same angular speed on a different points on the surface of the object. Thank you. After that, I will solve question 7. A child on a merry-go-round undergoes a 1.5 meters per second square. This amount is very important about you. This amount is 1 meter per meter square is tangential acceleration. Okay? If the merry-go-round's angular acceleration 1 rad per second square, okay, tangential acceleration 80. But this amount is alpha. Alpha is meaning of what? Angular acceleration. How far is the child from the axis of rotation? How far, okay? How far is the child from axis of rotation? How far, it means you have to find r. Okay. We have an equation, it equals to r alpha. Okay. When you want to find r, the equation changes to it over what? Alpha. What's the amount of 80? 1.5 divide 1. We know that 1.5 divide 1 equals to 1.5. But we have to use the unit of r, the unit of distance. The unit of radius is meter. The correct answer is 1 meter. Thank you.